From racist rants to things that were just plain weird, here are the top controversial stories of 2018. You're watching What's Trending, I'm Casey Spivey. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more social media news daily and ring the bell to stay up to date with our videos. Let's kick it off with number 10. Elon Musk smoking weed on Joe Rogan's podcast. Elon Musk lit up on this podcast and it quickly became one of the biggest memes of the year.
There's tobacco and marijuana in there. That's all it is.
And with this, the internet went to work doing what the internet does best. Dave Itzkoff tweeted, "So the dogs of Paw Patrol, they can talk and drive cars and fly planes, but the cats, they're just like cats." And Jess Dweck said, "Elon Musk is such an innovator, he created a way to look lame smoking a blunt." Podcast host Rob Russo tweeted, "Okay, Elon, here's our big moment. Act like you've been here before. Just a regular guy smoking weed with a friend. Here we go." And despite the fact that this act was super cool and very legal, people were upset.
I don't think anyone should be in a situation where their company is completely under a cloud, where he's completely under a cloud, and he does something that I regard as being unstable.
Oh boy. Moving on to number 9. This video, originally shared on Snapchat, went viral showing an innocent promposal pic. Or was it so innocent? The sign reads, "If I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you." Wow. Erin Williams, who shared the photo on her Facebook, said this.
"I did not mean none of this for violence or to start a riot. I simply wanted to educate everyone on what's been happening in our school and wanting to shine a light on a dark situation."
People were obviously upset about this, and now this kid has gone viral, so he gets to live with that for the rest of his life. Moving on to number 8. The dog that suffocated on United Airlines. This adorable dog was boarding a flight with his family when a flight attendant noticed the bag the dog was in was sticking into the aisle.
Flight attendants came and she's like, "You can't put him there because it'll block the path," and then she says, "You have to put him where the baggage goes," and she's like, "Oh, I'll help you," and then she helped my mom put him up there and she just closed it like it was a bag.
And after the 3-hour flight, the dog had died. Seriously? What? What were you thinking? This is the worst story. I hate this story so much. This is freaking traumatizing. And speaking of traumatizing, number 7, YouTube finally deletes FAMILYOFIVE channel after a year of abuse allegations. Michael and Heather Martin were kicked off YouTube after being sentenced to probation for child neglect. Family YouTube channels are all the rage, and if you saw our video about the top YouTubers this year, you'd say that the kids are pretty lucrative. But this family is just creepy. These parents thought making prank videos was a sure ticket to fame.
I didn't do that! I swear.
We gotta sell all your Pokemon cards. We're gonna sell your Xbox.
I didn't do that! That's not my thing!
You just got owned. It's just a prank, bruh.
Oh my gosh, these kids are gonna be scarred for life. That is so wrong. And after like a gazillion complaints, YouTube finally took the channel down. Good. Moving on to number 6. This waitress tackles a customer who groped her. Okay, so this is more cool than controversial, but check this story out. After being groped by a customer, this waitress took this a-hole down and it was all caught on tape. Amelia Holden was working at Vinnie Van Gogh's Pizzeria in Savannah, Georgia.
And I was like, nope, that's not gonna happen.
This man was then arrested and charged with sexual battery, and it was later revealed that he was at the restaurant with his girlfriend of over 11 years with their twin daughters. Come on, man, seriously? But there is at least some justice here, because this dude totally got what he deserved. Number 5, Lil Tay and her family drama. YouTube sensation Lil Tay mysteriously disappeared from the spotlight earlier this year. And then she came back online with some really interesting social media posts. Lil Tay, or whoever got a hold of her account, posted a series of videos slamming her stepfather and blasting him after she went into his care. She even posted this Instagram story that simply said, "Help me." And while this could be really scary, a lot of people think that Lil Tay's brother is behind the post because he was revealed to be behind her entire persona the whole time. After a few dicey videos surfaced, Lil Tay was sent to live with her stepfather. Maybe so he could keep her out of trouble and off the internet, which I guess is working. But Lil Tay, if you're watching and you need help, like, we got you. Number 4, BBQ Becky. BBQ Becky spawned tons of great memes this year after calling the police on a black family having a nice afternoon barbecuing in the park. What this woman didn't know is that she was about to become the Photoshop face of meme racism. BBQ Becky was hilariously photoshopped into major black culture moments to illustrate how ridiculous it is when white people call the cops on black people for no reason. And there were plenty of stories of that happening this year, but BBQ Becky was definitely the pinnacle. Moving on to number 3, shaving in the pool. People do a lot of gross stuff in public, but this one we've never really seen before. This video of a woman shaving her legs in the pool first appeared on Reddit and then quickly became a national news story. And guess where this video came from? If you said Florida, you're right.
The reason I didn't learn is because I grew up in the Bronx and my mom always said that the public pools were dirty and nasty and disgusting.
Which they are not.
And they are not. But then when you see that, you're like, I mean, my mom was all over this. She was like, see, that's why you didn't know how to swim.
And looking at all the comments about this, it's actually really unsettling how often gross stuff like this happens in public. Sarah said she saw a patient clipping his toenails in the waiting room of a denture clinic. And CJ92 said he saw a man use a credit card to scrape his forehead and then lick the liquid off the credit card. Oh, that's gross. Oh, I want to throw up. But with gross stories like this, who could blame this guy who wore his socks in the swimming pool? This woman, who identified herself as the property manager, asked this man to remove his socks because they were not proper pool attire. When he refused, she called the police. Yes, because that's the absolute only option. Call the police. For sure. This is gonna turn out great. After the video went viral, the woman was fired from her job as the property manager. Good! Are we surprised? Don't call the cops on people for just being people. And if this story didn't open people's eyes about racial profiling, maybe this story would. Number 1, babysitting while black. This black man who was babysitting 2 white kids was followed and mistaken for a kidnapper. Corey Lewis runs a youth mentorship program in Georgia and regularly babysits for family friends the Mangos. During a very normal trip to Walmart, Corey was stopped by a white woman who wanted to speak to the 2 children.
Lady across the street, she asked to see the little girl that I'm with so she can ask her if she knows who I am. All because I got two kids in the backseat that do not look like me. This lady has took it upon herself to say that she's going to take my plate down and call the police.
And of course, when the police arrived, the kids backed him up.
Please explain to the officer who Mr. Lewis is, please.
Radio 1314.
Yeah.
Okay. This poor cop, he probably knows that this whole situation is ridiculous, but he has to write a report anyway. I mean, if anything, these viral videos do show that calling the police for people just being people and being normal is a waste of time. You have to call the police when there's an actual threat, not just when you're racist. Jeez. But there you have it, the 10 most controversial stories of 2018. What did you think about these stories, and did we miss any? Let us know in the comment section, and for more of what's trending, head to whatstrending.com.